According to the agreement signed in Ostrow in 1392, Vytautas effectively became the Grand Duke of Lithuania. He began an active policy of eliminating principalities in the Ukrainian lands. As a result, power in Volhynia, Chernihiv-Sivershkina, Podylia, and Kiev region passed from the hands of Ukrainian princes to Vytautas's governors. This contributed to the rapid centralization and strengthening of the state. But this state was no longer Ukrainian. In 1399, the Lithuanian prince intervened in the internecine struggle among the Khans of the Golden Horde. As Ivan Krypiakovich wrote, he intended to take advantage of the discord in the Mongol world between the supporters of the famous conqueror Timur and his enemies, allied himself with lesser Khans, and tried to extend his power over the Black Sea regions. Furthermore, he planned to conquer Moscow as well and become the ruler of all Eastern Europe. Vytautas gathered a large army in Kiev. Alongside the Lithuanians, Samogitians, and Vlachs, the retinues of 50 Ukrainian and Lithuanian appanage princes lined up. The Tatars of Toktamish and 500 Teutonic knights stood as a separate regiment. The Lithuanian prince set out to the east. The Mongols were waiting for him on the banks of the Vorskla River. Seeing such a force, they sent for help to the horde and in the meantime began negotiations. Khan Temir offered Vytautas peace and even agreed to pay tribute in silver annually. But Vytautas did not agree. Meanwhile, reinforcements arrived for the Khan. On August 12th, the Lithuanian army crossed the Vorskla River. By now, the Mongols outnumbered them, and the Lithuanians, inexperienced in steppe warfare, allowed themselves to be drawn into an ambush and were defeated. Many Ukrainian knights also perished there. Only a third of the soldiers survived. However, the defeat did not break Vytautas. What he could not achieve by force of arms, he accomplished through diplomacy. Having achieved political stability, the Lithuanian prince grew so powerful that the feuding Khans, one after another, began to pay him tribute and even became his vassals. Later, Vytautas took control of the Black Sea coast and Crimea. In the south, he founded new fortresses, Karaul on the middle Dniester, Bilhorod and Chornogorod on the Dniester estuary, the city of St. Ivan on the lower Dnipro, and Kadzhibe, which is present-day Odessa. This city became a significant Black Sea port. Active trade with Byzantium was conducted from there. Wasting no time, in the north, Vytautas annexed Smolensk, Novgorod, and Pskov to Lithuania. The princes of Tver and Ryazan also acknowledged their dependence on the Grand Duke of Lithuania,